Hello, and welcome to Imaginary Game News. My name is Caxt, and I will be your host. Many of you may be wondering if I'm wearing any pants, and the answer is of course no. My 3D modeler couldn't be bothered to create my lower half. For our first story tonight, creator of everyone's favorite Star Wars trilogy, Disney has invested $1.5 billion in Epic to create a persistent universe tied to Fortnite. This comes after a $2 billion investment from Sony and Kirkby to create LEGO Fortnite, as well as other notable gaming collaborations such as Fortnite Festival from the creators of Rock Band Harmonix and Rocket Racing from the creators of Rocket League. Look, I'm going to be honest here. I don't even... What even is Fortnite anymore? Is it a game? Is it a brand? I had to go to the parents' guide of LEGO Fortnite just to figure out what that even was, and I don't even have any kids. Is it a breakfast cereal? In company acquisition news, FromSoftware owner Kadokawa acquires Octopath Traveler developer Acquire. Reportedly, Kadokawa Corporation wants to build on the success of Elden Ring by creating more original franchises. Can't wait to see what they come up with. In other news, Persona 3 Reload has become the fastest-selling title in Atlus history. It sold over 1 million copies in the space of a week, condemning us to another decade of remakes, reboots, and remasters. Current Dead Cells developer Evil Empire is officially moving on to new projects. After 7 years of development time, 1 company trade-off, 4 DLCs, 18 updates, crossovers, and a mobile release, they're finally almost ready to come out of early access. Swedish conglomerate Embracer Group, the owner of major studios and publishers such as Gearbox, Freemode, Eidos Montreal, THQ Nordic, and Coffee Stain, claims to be looking out for shareholders after cutting almost 1,400 jobs. Quote, "Our overruling principle is to always maximize shareholder value in any given situation. Never have I been a more proud customer of Gearbox, Freemode, Eidos Montreal, THQ Nordic, and Coffee Stain than when I hear statements like these. The honesty and transparency is truly staggering." In unrelated news, Embracer-owned studio Flying Wild Hog has just unionized, saying they hope to change the industry for the better. Game developer unions couldn't come soon enough, but I wouldn't worry too much about your mission. There's no risk of making the industry any worse than it already has become. For this next one, I'll ask viewers to make sure you're sitting down. This could come as a shock to many of you. Starbreeze, the developer behind the Payday franchise, has announced that Payday 3 is massively underperforming. Whoa. With reviews like these, who could have seen such a bombshell like this coming? In movie news, the Borderlands movie trailer just dropped, with all of the We Have Guardians at Galaxy at Home energy they could possibly muster. It's official, race swapping and gender swapping are out, and age swapping, height swapping, and prat swapping are in. I'm excited for the inevitable swapping, when movie studios eventually swap out swapped characters for the originals. Directed by beloved Eli Roth of such classics as Hostel and The Green Inferno, and produced by Avi Arad, the creative powerhouse behind Uncharted and Morbius, this movie is a surefire hit. Last up, Ubisoft has broken records for the most A's in a single video game title by releasing the world's first ever quadruple A video game, Skull and Bones. Incidentally, they've also broken records for the most F's in chat. In other news, I would like to announce the Imaginary Game Jam, a 2-week-long game jam happening this summer. If you or a loved one is suffering from the disease known as game developeritis, please check out the Imaginary Game Jam over on itch. I am going to be putting up $1,000 of my own money to support your game development habits. Please allow me to subsidize your addiction. The Game Jam will be highlighting solo developers, but have no fear, as I will be providing a toolbox of basic assets that you can use to get started. Additionally, I will be providing the character model for Medic, the mascot character of Imaginary Game Studios' first title, Meticulous. You are free to use the character however you want for the purposes of creating your Game Jam game. I am offering to record up to 250 words of your own script in Medic's voice as a tool for you to create your game. A link for the Imaginary Game Jam can be found in the description below. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask in the comments. I would also like to shout out the Imaginary Game Club, a monthly podcast where I and a guest play through a different, obscure, and short video game each month. I announce the games that we play at the beginning of the month in the Imaginary Game Studios Discord, link in the description, and you're welcome to join and play along with us. The podcast is available on Audible, Spotify, and this YouTube channel, as well as any other locations. If there is a place that you listen to podcasts and you can't find it, please let me know, and I'll make sure it's available there too. Expand your gaming palette and join the Imaginary Game Club today. Thank you so much for joining me for this month's episode of Imaginary Game News. I know most of you aren't subscribed because I don't have that many subscribers in the first place. So click the button and watch as the cool subscribe animation lights that button up. Now is the time. Do it. I beg of you, please. It's not getting any fresher.